How do you host a party? Well, if you're looking on YouTube for a video like this, I'm gonna try to show you how to host a party. I'm at a party right now. I've hosted hundreds of parties myself. How do you host a house party? Well, that's what I will be showing you. And I think about it in two ways. There's the preparation, and then there's at the party. So let me tell you real quick, I wrote it down on a note card. I'm gonna tell you all the things, and then I'll go through each one of them. The preparations. Let's start, hold on, I'm gonna stand over here just to mix up my camera angles. The preparations, you're gonna pick a non-socially competitive day. What does that mean? If you're searching for a video on how to host, your number one indicator of success is going to be, can you fill the room? The number one fear of a new host is that nobody will show up. I know that. That is the thing. Everybody's scared about it. Now, look, I got people to show up. Look at my party. I'm telling you this, that I got a lot of people here. This party has about 25 people. I think the minimum you need is 15 people. And so I'm gonna tell you how to get those people, but the preparation is so important. You can start by picking a non-competitive day. This is a Wednesday night. Now, check out my book. I wrote a book called The 2-Hour Cocktail Party that encourages you to host your party on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday night. Try that. Let's go walk around so you can see more of my party now. Come with me. We're at a house, and you do not need a house as big as this. You actually can have a small house. In fact, small houses are better for parties than big houses. I'll tell you why. Because the energy is electric. At a small house, the energy is electric. A small apartment, it's fantastic. So anyhow, number one, you're gonna pick a non-socially competitive day because you want people to show up. And when you pick a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night, next thing, you need a party runway. You have to have the runway, I'll tell you why. The runway is how long you give yourself before the party starts in order to fill up your guest list, okay? I suggest you give at least 3 weeks. Hopefully you're watching this beforehand and you have plenty of time. If you don't, I have tips, stay tuned. It's also in chapter 4 of my book. Next, you need to start with the invitations to your core group. Now, what is your core group? Your core group is your close group of friends. People like, wait, come over here. We'll say hello to some people. Your core group are your friends that you invite first. They've come to a lot of your parties. I'm sorry to put you guys on blast. I'm filming a video. Caitlin, how is my party going?
It's amazing. I had such a great time.
Thank you for saying that. Joseph, this is your first time coming to my party. How's the party going?
Well, it meets the expectations. And you said before, it's going to be a cross-sampling of all kinds of very interesting people. And you're providing tools to be able to make sure everybody meets everybody. I give you an A+.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you guys very much. Now, Joseph and Caitlin could be part of something called a core group. And your core group is that first group of friends who you would invite. Let's step over here. It might be quieter. Your core group, do not look at this house and think you can only host in a huge house. I'm telling you, it works in smaller homes. Don't come back to me. Okay, so you need your core group. You're going to invite your core group first, and then you're going to get them to RSVP. This is so important. You must collect RSVPs. Your core group will RSVP first in order to help you build social proof. That's very important. After your core group and you collect at least 5 RSVPs. Now, by the way, you can see my website in chapter 7 of my book. My name is Nick Gray, and I wrote this book called The 2-Hour Cocktail Party that is all about how to host an event that helps you meet new people. It's a step-by-step guide, but I'm gonna tell you all you need to know right here. I like the event platform called Mixly. Gen Z likes a platform called Partyful. My parents like Evite. Other people use Eventbrite. There are other platforms. You could use Paperless Post, but you want to collect your RSVPs. That's what is so important. Next, after you get your core group to RSVP, you're going to invite what I call your great guests. That's everybody else. That's your neighbors, your colleagues, your friend of a friend, these random people. Invite other people. Your goal is to get to 15. As a reminder, I'm trying to teach you how to host a really good party, a house party, ideally on a non-socially competitive day. If you are an expert host, maybe you don't need all these guidelines, but I'm gonna try to help you. So next, let's talk about reminder messages real quick. Why do over 90% of all my guests show up to my parties? because I send 3 reminder messages. Now those reminder messages, you can check my YouTube channel for some more of those, exactly the cadence to send. But I'll tell you now, I send them 1 week before my party, 4 days before my party, and then the morning of the party. Don't worry about spamming people. Nobody has ever said to me, oh my God, you're spamming me with free party information. No, nobody's gonna say that. You're fine. Let's talk about at the party, how to host a good party. At the party, you're gonna have some supplies, which I'll show you the supplies. This should go into preparation, but you use them at the party. Let's come see the supplies. The supplies that you will need are name tags. See chapter 5 in my book if you have questions about the name tags. The ones, I'm just gonna show them the name tags real quick. The name tags that I like are these. They are the Qualfec 210s. I like these name tags. I also like these other ones that I'll show you. I don't have them with me, maybe in my backpack, but they're the Avery name tags. Now you're gonna need a marker. I love these Sharpie markers. And the reason I like these, I'm gonna show you, I get into the details of this stuff. I like them because they click. Because they click and I don't have to deal with these caps. These little details are a lot of what I talk about. The other supplies that you need are basic snacks. Now look what I have here. I have some potato chips. I have some basic potato chips. Don't judge me, but I'll show you some other stuff that I have over here. That's the bag of potato chips. I won't show the brand because I'm not sponsored. I got some basic cookies over here. We have some, I got these little sandwich salad wraps. Can you see these? These are fine, they're $15. You don't have to buy these if you don't want. I got some guacamole, and I got some hummus. And then I also got some nuts. I got some salted cashew nuts because I like nuts myself and I think they're good. Here's the big thing that you need to know. You're not gonna provide dinner. Do not do dinner for people. Your friends are adults, they can feed themselves, and also it's less stress. My whole method of how to host a party is to be less stressed to make it easier for you, okay? So those are the supplies that you will need. Name tags, marker, you'll need cups, plastic cups. I have lots of seltzer. Now I talk about cocktail parties. My book is called The 2-Hour Cocktail Party. I don't even drink alcohol, but I have a lot of non-alcoholic options. I do have some alcohol, but if you throw a good party, folks are not gonna drink that much. What else can I say? At the party itself, make it 2 hours long. You need a start time and an end time. You need I'm gonna say it again because it's important. You need a start time and an end time. Why? Because it compresses the awkward zone. Now, the awkward zone happens at any party. The awkward zone is the first 10, 15, 20 minutes of when people come to your party, and it's just awkward. There's not enough energy. I talk about that, I think, in chapter 11 of my book, The 2-Hour Cocktail Party, how to minimize the awkward zone. At your party, then, I suggest you run 2 rounds of icebreakers. See my YouTube, I have a lot of other videos showing you how to run an icebreaker, but I'll tell you this, a good icebreaker is a fast icebreaker. A lot of people hate icebreakers because they go too slow, they're boring, or they ask awkward questions. Do not use a brain teaser. Make your things real fast. End your party after 2 hours. How do you end a party? Everybody asks. That's in chapter 14 of my book. My goal is to help you make it easy to host a party. I want you to be so successful that you think afterwards, that was so much fun, I want to do it again. Because remember, really good people do regularly what others only do occasionally. And if you want to learn how to host, if you want to go through life collecting people, then I found that hosting events and hosting parties was the best way to do that. Thank you so much for watching my video. My name is Nick Gray. I have this book called The 2-Hour Cocktail Party that teaches hundreds of people how to host their first party. And that's my goal and my mission, to get 500 people to read my book and host their first party. You can learn how to host a party. It's a skill that you can learn how to do, and I'm here to teach. If you watch this video, will you give me a like, leave me a comment on the video? I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and let's have more parties. I think everyone could use a new friend.